I hope he loses the game.
At shooting guard, standing 6'8", number 55, John Jackson.
Never in 24 years have I been 1-3, but I'm 1-3.
At forward, 6'7", number 3, O.G. Anunoby. At 6'8" forward, number 4, Scott.
Don't turn around the way I'm not feeling like he's going to turn around. I'm going to trade the Lakers off in the first place.
At guard, 6'1", number 23, Brett VanVleet. The big man in the middle, standing 6'8", number 43, Pascal Siakam.
Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me at the table, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we've also got Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Well, thanks very much, guys. Of course, the NBA has had some legendary trash talkers. But Damian Lillard says it's not really a verbal assault like it used to be. In this era, it's more gestures. From the watch your head to the too small, rock the baby, to Trae Young's theatrical bows, players have their ways of sending a message. Kevin?
And the message usually received, DA. Thank you. Look at the 76ers starting group. Front court is Thibault and Harris. Maxey out there with Harden. And it's Embiid in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Raptors, Anunoby in at the 4 with Barnes next to him. Fred VanVleet out there with Jackson. And Siakam in at 7.
The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then.
Here we go.
Cancel off the tip. It's Toronto. VanVleet passes to Siakam. Driving in and falls. Great assist by VanVleet. A lot of teams. Toronto is without some of the key pieces from that title team, and it wasn't that long ago. But, Greg, they haven't had to go through a full rebuild. There are some remaining parts.
Listen, the talent they have is still undeniable, and they've got a good mix of young up-and-comers and players in the prime of their career. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Harden, following the miss by Pascal Siakam. Harris dishes to Harden. Pass to Embiid. Shot clock at 6. And they double up Embiid. The 76ers need to get off a shot, and that one's good.
Great look provided by Embiid. The big man just dropping dimes.
Harden against VanVleet. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen.
Now here is Harris. And a miss there on the triple.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Anunoby has the open look. Hits the three-point bomb.
They've come out strong 3 of their first 4 to start the game.
76ers have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Harden kicks to Harris. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Here's Embiid. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
The footwork, the patience, watching Embiid go to work inside is just a treat.
Van Vliet passes to Siakam. And he drives in and finished off by Siakam.
What a phenomenal athlete Siakam is. Just taking off and finishing with power at the rim.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now, here's Maxey. Last time, 14 points for him. And slam dunk by Maxey.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Here's Siakam. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. The shot's good.
And Siakam always has options in the mid-range. He's a talented shooter who can make that shot.
Harden the pass to Embiid. And they double up Embiid. Down low. And that one's good. Maxey. Maxey's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here's Siakam. And Embiid with the block.
Every year he's a defensive player of the year candidate. His instincts, that's what makes Embiid outstanding. And his awareness of when to go for the block.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
And a wide open look for Siakam. And at this point of the season, Greg, many coaches still are maneuvering their lineups, trying to find the right formula.
Especially the younger team. There's no real established pecking order, and guys can be wildly inconsistent from night to night.
Maxey against Barnes. Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
Great job with the pick. Harris easily finding his way to the bucket.
Here's Siakam. 6 points for him. They get a hand on it. Maxey with it. Pass to Thibault. Back to Maxey. There's the triple. Siakam pulls it in. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Van Vliet on the wing. And the Raptors miss again. The 76ers lead. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Meet your point guard. Harden stirs the drink for you as effectively as he scores.
So timeout called here, the first for the Raptors.
Well, James Harden's still a tremendous player, but now in his early 30s, some question, can he be the dominant MVP force we saw in Houston?
Your way, man. Here they are. Your North Side Crew.
Achua, he's checked in for Toronto. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Harrell's checked in. Toronto at the ball. 4-point game. Kept alive. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
And unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. Van Vliet's a strong finisher for his side.
Here's Harden. Takes it off the glass. And Greg, Harden in recent years dealing with hamstring injuries. Has he lost a step to age or injury?
You know, probably a little of both, but we've seen players with a new diet or training regimen get back to peak production. Hopefully, he can as well.
Here's Van Vliet. James Harden picking up that last basket. Achua kicks to Anunoby. Clock is at 3. Van Vliet can't get that one to fall. Philadelphia leading by 4. And here now is Thibault. Harrell a screen on Barnes. Harris passes to Maxey. Passes it to Thibault. Back to Maxey. They turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. As you take a look at Charlotte, they're moving on up. 4th spot in the rankings this time around.
And seeing where the 76ers are, they're moving in the wrong direction. The good news, though, it's still early in the season. A lot of games left to be played. Plenty of time to turn things around.
Jackson passes to Achua. Basket good.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Harden dishes to Harris. Back to Harden. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Jackson against Maxey. Again, Philadelphia. Raptors trail by 4. Van Vliet passes to Barnes. Anunoby in the corner. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Anunoby's got 6.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
He finds Maxey. Harrell setting the pick for Maxey. Back to Harden. 6 to shoot. Harris a screen on Van Vliet. Harden dishes to Harris. And that one good. Harris has got his second basket of the night.
Defense comes at Harris hard inside, but he is physical right back. If you hit first, it hurts less.
The alley-oop layup, very well done.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. And about the 76ers, Richard, they've been impressive.
Yeah, they've been on a 50-win pace for about the last 5 seasons. And with Joel Embiid every single year, you are going to be a contender. This is their window, and they are bringing in the talent to get it done. And this is why you get Harris the rock inside. They can trust his judgment down there.
And the pass to Achua. Van Vliet against Harden. That one good for 2. He has 6.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
Maxey in the corner. Launches a 3. That one no good. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Raptors. They trail by 1. There's Jackson with the 3. A shot, no good. And it's Philadelphia the other way. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad.
Yeah, some history here, though. Of course, they won that first-round series in last year's playoffs and ended up sending them packing. Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
This one for 3.
Bang, bang! Bang, bang! Let's go!
That's the way to close the quarter.
He knew exactly how he wanted to do it, too. There was no doubt in his mind that it was going to fall.
Tyrese Maxey. He's been the guy making things happen for Philadelphia. Total 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Please give a big round of applause.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the 76ers, what are your thoughts?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge, too.
Here's Milton. So on the floor for Philadelphia, the defensive tandem of Thibault and Tucker are the forwards. Shake Milton is out there with Korkmaz, and it's Embiid in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Now, here's Milton. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much, we can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, DA. Thank you so much. DeAnthony Melton. He's checked in for Philadelphia. Greg, we know the league's cracking down on those dangerous plays that risk a player's health. Why was that less of a focus when you played?
That's a great question. I think it's smarter to approach the game this way. We don't want to have unnecessary injuries because of guys maybe just taking it a little too far with the physicality.
And stolen by Siakam.
And that's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right after the other.
Van Vliet can't get it to go. Philadelphia leading by 5. Now here's Milton. Embiid inside. Boucher defending. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
With a harmonious blend of length and strength, Siakam has become a dependable interior scoring option.
Now here's Melton. Tucker finds Embiid. 76ers moving the ball around. Korkmaz no good.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
And you couldn't get a better shot off? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
Philadelphia's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Pass to Tucker. Inside, and they double up Embiid. He kicks it to Tucker. Clock at 6. And it's off from 3-point range. Raptors trail by 5. Here's Siakam. Another miss by Siakam.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Well, Greg, what can you say about Joel Embiid's growth from a leadership perspective? Pretty impressive, isn't it?
Tremendous, Kevin. Carrying the Sixers with everything they went through. Even though he came in second in MVP voting 2 years in a row, no player more important to his team than Joel Embiid.
Toronto, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And Siakam throws it down.
And those are 2 loud points. Siakam flushes it without much effort.
Now here's Milton. D right on him. Porter with the steal. From about 16, it's hauled in by the 76ers. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Some of it was solid shooting from their opponent, but they didn't have any teeth with their defense. Need to be more active than they were.
Milton, that's good, and that's Embiid with the assist. Embiid's got 3 assists tonight.
And that's one of the underrated aspects of his game, his passing. He knows the defense expects him to finish the job, but he just drops off a dime.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's coming off a 19-point game against Miami.
And it's the way he stayed aggressive in getting to the foul line that was impressive. But he also did a superb job in cashing in from the foul line.
And the shot goes in.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Here's Milton. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. To the left side wing. Lets it go with a 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
See, he had time to line it up. And you know what? He's capable.
Van Vliet passes to Siakam. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you watch the way that Siakam plays. He can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who gives you a little bit of everything.
And he makes the first. And for Siakam, Greg, he almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Ken Burge is checked in for Chris Boucher. And OG Anunoby subbed in for Jackson. Now, here's Melton. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid. Embiid's got his 5th assist in this one. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Good on the three-point shot. Van Vliet's got 9 points.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Embiid.
And I feel like one of the more underrated aspects of Embiid's game is his passing.
He understands that teams are going to bring 2, sometimes 3. You have to make quick decisions with the ball when that happens. Embiid, he embraces that challenge.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Achua comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Scotty Barnes in for Otto Porter Jr. Matisse Thybulle checked in for the 76ers.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw. And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Stolen by Van Vliet. To the paint. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Anunoby.
And you can always count on Van Vliet to make the right play. He doesn't make too many bad decisions when he's got the ball in his hands.
Now here's Harden. He's coming off a 13-point game against Indiana. Anunoby with him, and it's Harden picking him up. The dunk by Achua.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Harden against Van Vliet, and they double up Embiid. Kicks to Tucker. And here's Harden for 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Achua. Fires the 3. And again, Toronto with the triple.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Feeds it to Embiid, and they double up Embiid. Here's Korkmaz. That's good, and it's Embiid with the assist. Embiid's got 6 assists here tonight. And the Raptors call time here. And from college to the pros, Richard, you played for some legendary coaches. And speaking of coaching, is that something you've ever entertained doing?
I never have, and I never will. Coaching, the amount of hours that you have to spend sounds exhausting. I love my job right now, and you know why I love my job? Because I get to work with you.
Oh, listen, the feeling's mutual. And the 76ers with some changes. Harrell, he's checked in for Embiid. Harris comes in for P.J. Tucker. And Maxey subbed in for Korkmaz. Now here's Van Vliet. 9 points in the game so far. Maxey grabs the miss.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Harden outside. Back to Maxey. 6 on the shot clock. No good. Now Toronto takes it the other way. And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That is his first foul of the game.
13 foul.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
When you have an MVP caliber player like Joel Embiid, you have to be in win mode now. And the Sixers are doing everything they can to get their big fella to the finals.
Here's the list of players who had the most steals in the NBA last season. And you look at Thybulle. Opposing teams always need to know where he is on the court.
He showed such tremendous defensive instincts. Trust me, nobody wanted him guarding them last year.
Is it hard, Richard, to balance the present and the future if you're a team like the 76ers?
No, you should have 100% focus on here and now. Why? Because players like Embiid only come around every 20, 30 years in your franchise. So you should just hedge all of your bets and try and get it done while you have the window.
And it feels like that is truly the direction. There's no deviating from it at all.
No, that's the direction. You look at the champions, the Golden State Warriors, the Milwaukee Bucks, the Lakers, they have all done the same thing. They went into win now mode.
Count that bucket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
That's his second
Making the
personal foul.
circus shots. That's just a routine play for James Harden at this point in time.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Look, some of James Harden's career numbers are crazy, but he's also got a lot of firsts to go along with those overall totals, like the first 60-point triple-double.
Now, here's Thibault. Last game he had 13. He feeds it to Harrell. Thibault, the pass to Harrell. He kicks it to Harden. Shoots over Anunoby, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Toronto ball.
Coming up next.
Raptors trail by 6. The shot and game clock separated by 4. And Van Vliet, here we go. And the rejection by Harrell.
Montreal's going to be.
Josh Jackson's checked in for Fred Van Vliet.
Josh Jackson.
There's 21 seconds left here in the second. Shot from the wing. Barnes can't get it to go. Here's Harden.
Look at those handles. Look at James Harden getting crafty with the ball, mixing up the defender.
Outside Jackson. The dunk by Achua.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Go ahead and upload it.